How are you, my friends? How is your new year going? Today, I want to drop this very important lecture on 10 things African husbands want from their wives. Look, there is this emphasis African husband. Don't forget, there is a difference between the African man and the European or the American people. What the African man expects from his wife is diametrically different from what the Euro Americans expect from their wives. Generally, everyone knows that men are visual creatures. Men are carried away by what they see, and women are carried away by what they hear. That is just normal anywhere in the world there. But you see, when we come close, some could be very extremely beautiful from afar, but by the time they come close to the man, it becomes another thing entirely. The man begins to see those things he could not see from distance. And therefore, marriages consummated some few months, some few years, things begin to go awry, and a lot of people will start saying, look, you can go your way, you can go your way. Therefore, it is pertinent for the African woman to understand the African man by understanding 10 things the African husband wants from his wife. Number one, don't see your husband's mother as your enemy. The African husband values the bond between himself and his mother. You don't really understand what that mother has contributed into his life. It's like someone asking me, I can imagine those days when my mommy would pack her clothes, trinkets to sell. I can imagine those days my mommy will not eat because of me. The experience you have with your son is the same experience that mama had with her son. Of course, we are not saying that the African man should bring the mother to come and live with you, but then please, let there be a cordial relationship, or let the man show love to his mother. Don't try to make it that he's my husband. I don't want to see anybody around him. I don't want to see any husband, any mama around him. No, it will not work. Don't forget, the relationship between the husband and his mama started long ago before even you come into his life. Don't destroy that relationship. Do you understand me, the African woman? Number two, don't place the love of your children before and above that of your husband. It is essential for wives not to prioritize the love of their children higher and above. While nurturing this strong bond with children, it is important to please maintain a healthy and loving relationship with your husband. A balanced approach ensures a harmonious family, dynamic family, where both partners feel valued and connected. I've seen so many men always complaining that when it has to do with the children, you find their wives say, oh, she's ready to go anywhere. But when it comes to the husband, they will say, will you go and cook the food yourself now? I'm tired. But you will not do the same thing for your children. No, this is not right. Even if you are tired, have a way of explaining it to your husband. Number three, respect your husband. A lot of people feel that, food or sex, that kind of thing. Let me tell you the fact there. The first thing in the mind of every husband is the respect the wife gives to him. Talking about food, of course, is part of it, but talking about the food, he can get the food anywhere in a good restaurant out there. Talking about sex, there are so many side chicks outside there for men who are without scruples who can do it there. The man expects his wife to respect him. A respectful woman wins a man's heart with ease. If you want respect for your man, you should be ready to respect him. But your respect doesn't mean ignorance or arrogance. It has to be reciprocated. Respect is crucial in any healthy relationship, and mutual respect between partners is very essential. When we talk about respect, what do we mean when we say respecting your husband? One, valuing each other's dignity. Two, acknowledging boundaries and differences. Three, listening and considering the perspective of each other. Respect your husband. Number 4, look good, dress well for your husband. Be a source of pride for him. Even when he's not meeting up in taking care of you, nothing wrong in you looking good at all times. Learn to cover him up. It is very important to know that the best makeup a woman can ever put on is smile. There is nothing like an ever smiling woman. Your smile, your dressing well is like diamond, very precious to your man. A lady who smiles, who dresses well, anytime the man comes home, you don't know the pressure most men go through outside there. Many women they are ready to attract your husband with their fine dressing, their smile, their hugs. You don't need to look haggard all because he's not buying you dress, he's not buying you the clothes there. The little ones you have, please look good with them. Number 5, don't ever compare your husband with your ex. In fact, he doesn't want to know your ex. When you start saying, if I had known, I shouldn't have married you, I should have married Mr. X. If I had known, I should have married you, I would have married Mr. T. Or Mr. T is far better than you. You are killing him and you are killing the relationship. If an African man knows that that guy has made love to you, he cannot handle that. If he's still dating you, maybe he has not made enough love to you, or he's still enjoying sex with you, or you are an exceptional lady that he doesn't want to do away with because of what he will gain from that woman. Please don't ever make that mistake of letting your husband know your ex or know that this man had slept with me before. Such things kill the morale of most African husbands. Number 6, be ready to forgive his sins, including his side chicken, telling lies, or whatever you find out about him. Most African men seek forgiveness for sin they will not forgive you, the woman. It shock you? That is the truth. If he catches you double dealing, you could bring that relationship to an end. But if you catch him, he will be begging you, baby, forgive now. He's all over. I mean, just this. It doesn't matter. But leave this matter. He doesn't want his home to crumble. Women, wives, you should understand this, that your husband has a side chick outside there does not mean he doesn't value you. It's just a kind of fling to them, or maybe a relationship they get into, maybe through friendship or through their friends. Don't, because you caught your husband with a side chick, pack up the marriage. No. At the end of the day, you will be the person to lose. I am not permitting men to do such things, but in case you find out that your husband is doing things like this, is not enough to destroy your marriage. And women, don't form a habit of looking for your husband's phone. That very thing you are looking for is in the phone. Oh, don't trouble yourself. Leave his phone alone and face your relationship. Face your family. Face your children. If you eventually find out, what will happen? At the end of the day, if the family crumbles, it is you who will leave. And therefore, I please enjoin you. Face your relationship with your man and have a way of encouraging him to face his family. Because at the end of the day, most men, if you know what they lose to side chick, most men, they don't really have that kind of ability to continue with any side chick for a long time. And that's what the Yoruba people always say, that Ija ningbeyin ale. When men go out and maybe they're doing all this sort of thing, those side chicks always ask for money, money, money. Not all men can cope with this kind of relationship. And that's why I'm telling you that most relationship about side chick is just for a short time. Women, may God give you the ability to cope when your husband misrode into things like this. Number 7, shun your old flames in his presence. When you see your old flames on the street, maybe you are walking along with him, and maybe there is a guy you have dated somewhere and you find him, and the guy say, Sikira, how are you? That kind of thing. Please be very careful the way you navigate that area. If you walk away from your husband to hug any man or your old flames, you are causing wahala. The African man is very, very jealous. You have caused a major wahala. Don't give men your numbers. When you see your old flame on the street as you walk with your husband, pretend not to see them. The African man cannot handle such things. If you walk away from your husband to hug him, or you find any man, a man is asking you, what's your number? And immediately you are giving the man your number, and your husband does not know him. Be very careful. You are causing trouble in your family. Most men might not talk, but you are hurting him. Of course, he, the African man, can easily give his number out to another woman there. But those men with scruples, they will be very careful in doing such things. The African man cannot handle double dealing. Don't really accept hugs from different men in the presence of your husband. Immediately you will be wondering, where do they know themselves? Remember, the African man sees you, his wife, as his belonging, as his thing. That is the way the African man is wired. Number 8, wives, be supportive without claiming the glory publicly. African man wants his wife to be seen and not heard. He is the head and not his wife. If he is broke or out of job, he wants his wife to be supportive without seeking public recognition or claiming credit for their contributions. Wives should show humility and selflessness in times like these. The man will rather like to say it, to tell his family that, oh, but for my wife, oh, but for that woman did this for me, that woman, she was the one paying the school fees, oh, she was the one who bought the car. The man would like to say it himself rather than you, the wife, going out and telling people, now me buy the car for her now, now me they pay the children's school fees. No. The African man cannot handle things like these. The African man wants his ego to be intact. He see when the wife goes out and start talking, now me do it, I do it. The African man call it see finish. That's the African language. They call it see finish. This number 9. Consult your husband for whatever you want to do. Inasmuch as the African man loves a confident wife or a woman who is well and able and can take charge of situations in his presence or when he's not around, he wants his woman to consult him before she takes decision or acts. Even when the man has nothing to hide, carry him along. Gone are those days when men value women who depend on them for everything. Most men cherish hard-working women or women who are not liability to them, but consult him first. It's not like you went to buy a car. Someday the man just come in and then find the car outside. You say, darling, I just bought a car. He might say, oh, good, but you are hurting him. He just come in and then you find that you bought a plasma television. Oh, you are hurting him. You are building a house. Then you finish building the house. You say, darling, do you know what? I finished my house. Come there, come and see my house. No. The African man does not appreciate things like this. Consult him. Tell him before you do things, especially capital projects like this. Number 10, be a good cook. It is generally said that the best way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Men love women who can cook superb food. As a woman, learn to be creative with food. Look, this eba today, yam tomorrow, fufu tomorrow. Men are getting tired of things like this. There are ways you can use rice to cook different food. There are ways you can use eba or gari to do different things. There are different soup. Okra today, vegetable tomorrow. Look, let us be very creative. Come online, on the social media. You will see what they do with eggs. You will see what they do with maybe pear and all these fruits. Women, please be creative. Let the man feel happy to come home and be telling his friends that, look, if you eat my wife's food, you will be shocked. Number 11, African women, Be appreciative. When he branches at the market and buys anything and he brings it home, show appreciation. Say, oh, thank you. Some men will be shouting, how much did you buy it? See, they don't cheat you for market. They don't teach you for market. No. African women, stop saying things like this. First of all, say thank you. Tell your children to thank their fathers for the school fees he paid, for the clothes he buys for them. Don't always say, oh, this clothes is very cheap. Some women, bad mouth, don't kill some women here in Africa here. Appreciate your husband for whatever he does. When he pays school fees, learn to say thank you there. When he buys clothes, learn to say thank you there. When he buys shoes, learn to say thank you there. Even he buys maybe an inferior wristwatch, and you know that is an inferior wristwatch, thank him. Say, oh, darling, thank you so much. I appreciate it there. Tomorrow, if he has bigger money, he could do bigger things for you. African women, show appreciation to your husbands. Number 12, praise him before his society. That thing, they shock men, eh? There was a day a woman came in my church and she was giving testimony. And she was like, oh, I thank God for my husband. Oh, my husband, anytime I need this, he does it. Anytime I'm going out, he gives me transport money. Anytime I do this, my husband is there for me. Now, listen to me. Most men are not like that, oh. But when the wife comes out and say things like these about their husband, it dey shock men brain. Men love this so much. Wherever you are, whenever you are chatting with your friends or giving testimonies in church, find a way to say positive thing about your husband. Flaunt your husband. Present him as a great man. This has a way of touching men to do better things. When men know that the wife has a great respect and appreciation for him, he is ready to level the mountain for his family. Number 13. This is the most important one. Wives, don't deny your husband sex. Do you hear me? Be ready in season and out of season. I don't understand what that one mean. No. When your husband comes back home and say, oh yeah is oh yeah. All you women say, oh, leg they pay me. I get neck pain. Now neck you won't put am. Leg they pay me. Now leg you won't put am. Be careful. Be careful, you women. I'm tired though. I'm just coming from work. Look, even if you are not ready for it, have a way of telling him. Not take, I not do. You won't kill me. No, that is not the way. When you women do things like this, you are telling this man to go out. And not all men have the scruples of understanding. Tell your husband, educate them about love making. Especially tell him that if you want to make love to me at night, let me know from morning. They give me sign. They give me sign from morning so that I know that say, tonight I can't escape this thing. Is better than just coming and be telling, say, no, I don't do anything. No, you give me money. Some women will always use sex as a bargain to get something from their husband. No, this is not the way to do it. I hope you have gained something today, the African woman. May the Lord bring peace into your home. May you enjoy that husband of your youth. I pray for you someday you will celebrate 50th anniversary. It will be well with you, my woman. I want you to have a happy home. God bless you. Bye.